Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good morning. So it's not even 6 in the morning right now. And as you can see, Her Highness woke me up this morning and she wanted her breakfast. So we're up, and I decided since I'm up, might as well just sit down and do a react to Chantal. She was busy yesterday. She did a couple of lives. The first one, she was out and about. She went down the long road. She showed the outhouse and she did some talking. And one of the things that she said while she was out and about was she related this story about being back at the other apartment, and they were working on her toilet and she pooped in a bag and then put it in her freezer. Yeah. Do I believe this story? Honestly, no. Although that is a Chantal coded thing to do, I just find that outrageous. But I want to sit in and do a react and show you guys some stuff on Twitter. Keep you up with all the Twitter peeps. Also, some good news, y'all. Neo Tarot did a new reading on Chantal, and I'm going to react to that as soon as I'm done with this. So I hope you guys enjoy this react. If there's anything boring, I will skip past it. You guys know that I am not afraid to use the fast forward button when it comes to her. There's no reason to linger if there's no reason to linger. So how about we just jump into it, y'all? How about we just get into all the stuff, all of it. And it is time now for I'm looking for my intro for the Twitter peeps. Where'd it go? It's too early. I lost it. Okay, there it is. It's time for the Twitter peeps. All right, it is time for the Twitter peeps. Bleh, I can't talk. I swear I had my coffee this morning. Just not enough, apparently. That's all right. Okay, so for those of you that are on Twitter that you'd like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. And for those of you not on Twitter, well, that's why I do the peeps. So you guys can see what everybody's saying there without actually having to be there. Okay, first tweet is from your mom's emotional support carrot, saying Chantal moved back to Canada for better internet and better content. This is the content. Yep, this is it. But those of us in the know already knew that this would be happening. Like, she made a whole lot of promises to her Beezers, like, yeah, I'm going to go back to Canada and we're going to do amazing content and I'm going to be out and about and I'm going to do so much with you guys and I'm going to get a scooter and scoot about and take you guys with me and blah, blah, blah. And this is it. This is what she moved back for. This is what she delivers after she gets a whole bunch of money from her Beezers. She's putting her camera in her purse so they can't see where she's at and what she's doing. Well, Beezers, I hope that you feel like you got your money's worth, because in my opinion, you didn't. But this is the big deal right here. Yeah. Are you enjoying it, Beezers? How do you feel? All right, moving on to the next post from Cats with Powerful Impressions, saying, enjoy the boy in all of his glory. His name is Lincoln, a senior rescue. So I'm including this post in with my Twitter peeps because I'd like to say something about senior cats. I know a lot of people go to rescues, they go to shelters, and they look for the younger animals. They look for the kittens and the puppies and the younger dogs and the younger cats, but they don't ever consider senior animals. Well, senior animals can love just as well as any young animal. And for anyone out there that you have a job or you've got a lifestyle where you need a pet that's relaxing, because kittens and puppies can be very high energy. Why not rescue and adopt a senior animal? I know the thinking is, I don't want to adopt a senior animal because maybe they won't live very long. But why not be that person that gives a senior animal the best years of its life? Like if it goes over the rainbow bridge before it goes, it's surrounded in love and a loving home and a loving owner. And besides that, maybe the thinking is they won't live long, but Senior cats can surprise you. I've seen cats and dogs that live to be past 20 years old, so you may get a lot more time with that animal than you think just by giving it a whole lot of love and bonding with it. So please consider senior animals. There's nothing wrong with them. They need a loving home as much as a young animal does. Okay, on to Tat Von B, saying if Bubble's cat is a rag doll or a Siberian cat, she might have paid more than $300. These cats are fairly expensive, so the Beezers bought her a cat too. Well, you know what? At this point, I question whether she has a cat. Have we seen the cat on camera yet? No, we've heard about it, but we've not seen it. And that is very unusual for Chantal. Very unusual. We don't know if she has a cat to begin with. We really don't know, do we? Hold on just a moment, please. Thank you. Sorry, I just wanted to check my audio, make sure it is where it needs to be versus switching over to my webcam. It is. I just had a thought like, wait a minute, did my webcam pick up the audio? Because I don't like the audio through my webcam. Anyway, so going back to this post. So here's a Siberian cat. A Siberian cat can cost between $1,500 and $4,000 from a reputable breeder, with the average price often around $2,500. The final price depends on the breeder, the kitten's quality, pet versus show breeder quality, and the specific coat color, with show quality kittens being the most expensive. Siberian cat price, the price from a breeder. The price for a purebred ragdoll kitten from a reputable breeder can range between approximately $800 to over $5,000, with most kittens typically costing over $2,000. The price difference is due to several factors, and that includes their coloring. Here's the interesting thing. I actually had a ragdoll kitten, or there's another breed that looks a lot like it called a ragamuffin. Her name was Snowball. Did I pay a bunch of money for Snowball? No. She was actually a gift from an ex-husband many, many years ago, but I had Snowball, many, many years ago. And one thing I can tell you about ragamuffins or ragdolls, they are very mellow, loving, kittens, cats. They're very mellow. They're very loving, but they're also long hairs. So I don't know if you actually have a ragdoll, ragamuffin, Himalayan, but those are long-haired animals, Chantal, which would require a lot of brushing because the hair will get matted if you're not on top of that. I was always brushing Snowball and making sure that her coat stayed fluffy and pretty. But it's interesting how Chantal says she paid $300 for pet supplies, and a kitten will cost about $300. Is that somehow related? I don't know. Ron says $400 of groceries, so about 2 days of food for Foodie. Vondu Spiteful Beach says, Foodie Beauty, watching this person unbox $400 worth of groceries she didn't pay for, while Americans in need of SNAP cannot feed their families today, makes me furious. Who needs 16 bags of carrots? She got 16 bags of carrots? Okay, I'm just going to call it for what I think it is. Chantal, did you go to a food bank? Did you really go to a food bank? Because that is something that a food bank would do. Sometimes when you go to a food bank, they will give you a lot of produce. A lot. So if you got 16 bags of carrots, girl, you're not into healthy eating. What are you going to do with 16 bags of carrots? Girl, if you went to a food bank and you took some food, I'm going to riot. You better not have gone to a food bank. You got money. Don't you dare start going to food banks and getting food when you got money in pocket. If you're over there buying nails, buying hair, running around, eating fast food, doing DoorDash, girl, you need to leave that food bank food alone. You hear me? You better not be touching that. You better leave that alone for people that need it. Milker says, they found the Kijiji ad where Chantal got the kitten. How long until people message the previous owners and breeders the video of Chantal saying they were an abusive home? Not long. Oh, and Booger's got the zoomies. Y'all hear it back there? My cat's got the zoomies. 6 a.m. zoomies, right on schedule. Booger. Booger. What are you doing? You got the zoomies. Hey, come here. You got the zoomies? Yes, you do. Okay. The Tone Knob says Foodie Beauty came on high and looking awful, and the cracks are already showing. She is realizing that her favorite foods and green are not enough to keep her from the reality that she now faces. A lonely, ugly, old, disturbed person with no hope for the future. I love that for her. Well, didn't I say that she doesn't know how to do alone well? She doesn't know what to do with herself. She's always looking for people and things to keep her distracted from facing herself and creating a meaningful life. You put her in a space by herself and she just throws up her hands and says, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to keep myself busy. I don't know what to do with myself. And I don't know how long she's going to last in Canada. I don't know if she's going to want to go back to Syria, but I got a feeling she's not going to be able to go back. This is her life now, and she's got to do what she's got to do with it. All right, Crochet with Ashmay says, whoever Chantal's previous landlord was, please stand up. TLDR. When the plumber was out working on the toilet, she had to poop after eating lasagna and cream, and she pooped in a compost bag and put it in a freezer to hide it. Was there a reason why she just couldn't take it out to the compost heap? I mean, if it was in a compost bag, why not take it out to the compost heap and do it? Or out in the woods or something. That's just gross. Putting it in your freezer. Ugh. Let's watch, though.
The rotting food, I'll put it in the freezer. That's what I did at my old apartment.
You know, again, I am doubting this story. But the big question is, did you take it out of the freezer or did you leave it there for the next person?
Oh my God, I didn't tell you guys the thing I ever did. I don't want to tell you. I was still in a relationship, so with Saw, the last time I was in Canada.
Chantal, I'm going to say it. I think you have a poop fetish. I know that Salah had one, but I think you have one too. You got this weird fascination with telling us about your bowel movements, about pooping out in the woods, pooping in a bag. You get on camera and you're like, I got to go to the bathroom. I'm about ready to mess my pants. Literally getting on camera and sharding yourself. You got a poop fetish, and I think that some people in your audience also have that fetish. And when you get on camera and you start talking about this stuff, you are catering to them. You're catering to somebody else's fetish, and maybe somebody paid you to do this. It's just gross.
So I didn't want to tell you publicly because he would have like, why are you talking about this? I don't know if I should tell you. You're gonna really judge me. I know it. Okay, I'm gonna tell you anyways. So he's probably listening anyways. Anyways, we talk like this in the West, okay? So, when I first moved into my apartment, and you can send it to the landlord, I don't give a crap. The old. So the plumber came, and I think it was the day after. If you remember, I had that lasagna, the vegetable lasagna with all the cream. So he hired the plumber to come. If you don't like gross stories, or you know how gross my stories can be, just please tune out. I'm giving you like 2 seconds, okay?
So rather than just say, get in your car and go somewhere and find a fast food restaurant and go poop in a regular toilet, you pooped in a bag. I got doubts, y'all. I got doubts. Listen, let's think about the physics of the situation. Chantal can barely reach around behind her with those little T-Rex arms. How in the world is she gonna, have the dexterity to poop in a bag? She had trouble with the squat toilets back in Syria. How is she gonna poop in a bag without it making a mess anywhere? That's why I'm doubting this story. I don't want to picture it in my head, but for the sake of determining whether this is false or true, you got to think about the situation and is this possible? I don't think it is for Chantal. I think she's just telling a wild, made up story for attention and seeing who believes it. I'm sorry, I don't believe it. Pooping in a bag takes some skill, and she don't have that skill.
So, he was taking forever,
And since she's lying, you know what? Let's not go any further. I'm not going to indulge her lying. Let's move on. Towley says this bum thinks it's a good idea to dumpster dive in the States, while people over there may go without. Such an entitled, uninformed swine. This is Chantal. Or could she be just poking the bear, so to speak? You know what? I'm going to save my thoughts. Let's watch her clip first.
We should go. I know, I want to go dumpster dive there in the States. Oh, cool. Witchy, do you?
Is there a reason why you can't dumpster dive over in Canada? Why do you got to come to the States for? You're going to drive hours and hours just to come dumpster dive over here? Does that even make sense? I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of dumpsters in Canada. Why come over to the States? Why are you going to do that for? Make it make sense. And about dumpster diving, can we just talk about that for a minute? There are people in the world that dumpster dive, and they do it for various reasons. I ask my audience, let's not judge those who dumpster dive. You don't know what the reasons might be. Some people dumpster dive because they use it to make some extra cash. There are people that dumpster dive and look for things that they can recycle to turn in for extra cash, like bottles and cans and whatnot. Other people dumpster dive and curb and go on look for in nice neighborhoods, looking for furniture and looking for things that other people have thrown away that they can go home and repurpose and sell for some extra cash. And then other people dumpster dive for food and supplies. So if you're not in that person's shoes, please don't judge. Especially right now, the world is hurting. A lot of people are going without. You see somebody dumpster diving, don't judge. Don't be afraid to ask questions if you're curious, but don't judge. But she's got enough. As far as food, she's got a home. She's fine. I don't know why she's thinking about dumpster diving unless she'd be doing it for nostalgia purposes. Those of us that have been around a while, we know that, there was a couple of occasions where she went dumpster diving. Chantal, you're trying to recreate the past, doing things that you did in the past, trying to bring people back. You're playing on the nostalgia card. But one thing you're not understanding is that you can't bring back the past. You can't even bring back the attention of the past that you got by doing something, by doing it over. You can't live in the past. Nobody can. Time moves on. It does. It moves on. So you need to stop trying to do things from the past, not because you miss those things, but because you're trying to recreate the energy and the money that you used to make.
You like witch stuff? No, I'm not going to get in the dumpster.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to. I don't think you'd be able to get in the dumpster.
Just has to be on top or something.
Yeah, well, good luck. I, I just, I don't know why she would come to the States, though. She's just talking nonsense, y'all. She is not going to come over to the States and dumpster dive, but I'm still heated over the fact that you got 16 bags of carrots, which points in the direction you're going to a food bank. I'm really bothered by that. Chantal, a lot of people are going without food. Very food insecure. And if you got enough money for fast food, you ain't hungry enough. Leave that food bank food alone, girl. Let other people have it. You don't need it. Fondue Spiteful Beach says, Foodie Beauty, Chantal's previous mod, Mistress of the Dark, was removed as a mod, and her account was blocked. She came in on an alt account, and Chantal did not acknowledge the messages or chat regarding this. Interesting. Yes, very interesting. What's up with that? So here, Mistress of the Dark is under an alt account saying, not another chat thought, saying they banned my mistress account. Then she says, seriously, why ban mistress? Another message saying, your mods are already banning Chantal. And then she says, see you later. So I don't know what happened there. And says, did she give Chantal a lot of money over time? I think she gave some money. Why did they ban her? Does anyone know? No idea. Never saw anything in Chantal's chat that Mistress did something that would make Chantal angry. Sarah says, did she allegedly go after Nads? I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but that's just weird. Okay, there was also a weird moment that nobody could figure out. Mo says, abruptly ends the live. Her chat was speculating she either pooped herself or got pulled over. Yeah, this moment happened and nobody knew what happened, so let's watch.
Oh, shit. Okay, guys. I'll be back. Come back. Look for my live, okay? I gotta go for now. Come back.
Yeah, we don't know what happened there. But she did come on live later, so apparently she wasn't in any kind of trouble. Now, this delusional picture. DX says, I don't even know what to say at this point, so delusional Chantal. Reality Chantal. What you ordered and what you got. Chantal, is this how you see yourself? Is this what you want to be? This does not look like you, ma'am. This is not you at all. There's nothing real about this picture. The hair isn't real. The face isn't real. Even the eye color isn't real. Your natural eye color is dark chocolate brown. Everything about this picture is not real. Apparently it's not real if you look like this. I mean, come on. Come on now. I mean, this picture looks like a 19-year-old. Girl, stop. You're embarrassing yourself. MMXXV1 says, I'm sorry to break it to you, Beezers, but that is not a $30 or $40 kitten. Cutie used your money to buy a designer cat that hates her guts. Well, again, we have yet to see proof of life on this kitten. It's weird that she talked about, I just got a kitten, and it's been days. We've not seen it yet. So has she lied? Does she even have the cat at all? Don't know. I guess we'll find out in time. Two-Tailed Caperer says, Foodie Beauty's entire life revolves around eating, then immediately vomiting or pooping and doing something disgusting with the excrement. Yeah, like I think she's got some kind of poop fetish. She must. She's always talking about poop. And if it's not that, she's got this weird fascination with bathrooms. Have you guys noticed that? Like going to the outhouse and getting excited to go to an outhouse, or wherever she was, she had to show the public toilet. Like, what is so exciting about a public toilet? Nothing. But for her, it was exciting somehow. It was weird. Bad seed. Foodie Beauty, if Peter and Meg had a baby. Oh, Lord. Tat Von B says, I wouldn't be surprised if Chantal is still giving Salah money. The only way she will keep him around is if she's throwing money at him. She's that desperate. She will continue to give him money just so he will answer a call or a text. Not only are the Beezers paying for her addictions, they are paying for a guy to talk to her. Well, I actually think the money is going somewhere else. Do I think she might be giving Salah money just to keep him quiet because he knows a lot of stuff about her? Yeah. But do I also think she's giving money to you-know-who to also keep quiet about what he knows? Yeah. And that's why she's grifting so hard. It's not because she needs money per se. She needs money to keep her secrets quiet, to hide her dirt. Florida Salt and Sass says, guess it's triangulation time again. She's trying to use Count Cracula on Poop Dude. Salah doesn't care, Chantal, really. He doesn't care. And you can't afford nads anymore. Also, this isn't going to bait you back to $12,000, $2,000, $20,000 a month or whatever now either. Yep, and this is the part where she claimed that nads contacted her. We already saw that. And she got caught. Peach Slick says, because everyone joined in, you're a lying liar that lies. So Chantal was outed that some of the pictures that she was using were stock photos of a kitten. So somebody was saying, hey, this is a stock photo. And she's like, why are you Googling the image to begin with? Because you're a lying liar that lies, Foodie. And you know you're going to get caught. You know you're going to get caught. Aw. Antidepressant content. Mama cleaning her baby. Look, it looks like a baby booger. Just a different color. Aw. And baby's being taken care of by mama. Okay. Peach Slick says, the pic she posted is straight from the advertisement post site anyway, not even originally her picture. So here's the picture. Chantal saying, here she is. But guess what? Guess what? A lot of other people have that picture. Why are you using a stock photo for your own pet, Chantal? You have a phone. You got a very good phone. Why are you using stock photos? Here's some more comments. Kira Brooks says, Google image says this is from the original Kijiji ad where you may have gotten her. So that must mean she's either still missing or you never got her. Interesting. Yep. Lying liar who lies about things she doesn't have to. So we've gone through a lot of the Twitter peeps, and I think that's it for now. So let's go on to her out and about stream. And we will zip through as much as we need to, y'all. I am not going to sit here and bore you to death. Let's go.
Well, there's some still, but
Ooh,
I love it
pixelated.
when you can order unlimited stuff on it. So I was trying to finish everything. Like I had udon noodles, pad thai. It's like little portions of each, you know? So udon noodles, pad thai, General So, which was really good. Hot and sour soup, seaweed salad.
So she's talking about going out and feasting. All the food that she had. Again, Beezers. If she's going out and having bee moments, if she's going out to buffets, she's fine. She's not that hungry. She's not even close to starving. Okay? So let's put it together. This woman who's doing fundraisers for herself obviously doesn't need a fundraiser. She's doing hauls for you guys. She's showing a bunch of junk that really she doesn't need. Not essential for the house, not essential for her. So why should you donate to a fundraiser again if she's got all this money? I ask you.
And then sushi, like the crispy.
Oh, I'm getting sushi too. That's not cheap.
Crab one. And yeah, then I was full. So I'm like, okay. Oh, and shrimp tempura. They make like small portions so that you can like, you know, get a little bit of everything. The long road is really boring, eh?
Yeah, she's on the long road. Back to being on the long road. And I know a lot of beezers have been wanting to see the long road. They've heard about the long road. Maybe they weren't there during the era of Crackhead Olympics when she was on the long road frequently to see Natter. So like, what is the long road? Or maybe they miss her long drives. Maybe it's their way of trying to get her out of the house to do something. So they're telling her, hey, go on the long road, just so they won't see the house again. But if she were a real victim, why would she want to be on the long road? Because the long road is a strong reminder of you know who. So if you're a real victim, would you want to be reminded of him or whatever he did to you? No.
I never noticed how boring it was if you're not listening to The Weeknd or something. These days, I just prefer the sound of silence, honestly. It's more peaceful, you know? So, I've been feeling pretty good today. Feeling a bit, you know, kind of sad. Because, like, everywhere I go, I'm passing shawarma places. So, obviously, shawarma reminds me of Salah, right? But overall, I'm feeling all right. And, the cat, I'm happy that she's outside of the, like, I was sleeping.
You know, Chantal, again, I have doubts you even have the cat. I think having the cat is a big fat lie. But let's go the other way. Let's just say you are telling the truth about having the cat. What time have you honestly spent with her? According to you, she's been very, very scared. Hiding behind the toilet or hiding in the closet. You have made no effort to spend even one day with her. You've left her alone in that apartment. Or when you're at the apartment, you're not spending time with her. And then you get mad when an animal doesn't bond with you. At the same time, you're not putting in the effort to get acquainted with it or make sure it's comfortable. That apartment is bare. I can hear the apartment. It doesn't have much in it. Is there any place for it to feel safe and comfortable? Is it safe and warm? We know that you run hot and you like to keep the AC down to like freezing levels. Is there any warm place for that kitten to go to stay warm? Can it crawl underneath the blanket or something? So you're painting a very ugly picture. You got a kitten. It's all alone in an apartment that's practically bare. It's freezing in there. You're not spending time with it. It's not a good look. It really isn't a good look.
And it was like maybe 5 in the morning, and I heard a weird like noise as if like a cat had the zoomies or something. And so I immediately got up out of bed, ran to the bathroom, shut both the doors, like my bedroom and then the bathroom door, and I was like, I don't want her to get in anywhere to hide, you know? Because there's still boxes and stuff in my room, so I don't want her. Well, I guess she could hide in the boxes, but I want to like give her a chance to see me. So I shut the door. And
speaking of having boxes in the apartment, why aren't you doing the normal thing and like putting stuff away? If you've got boxes of stuff, why aren't you putting this stuff away?
And I go into the bathroom and I was like checking behind the toilet and I didn't see anything. So I was so happy. So I'm keeping my bathroom door shut now. But she found like a little space to hide anyways in the one of the closets. So I put her food in there and everything in there, gave her a little safe space, but she lets me pet her. She's not vicious, but like
I want to see proof of life on this kitten. It's been days. We need proof of life. I'm tired of hearing about the kitten. I want to see the kitten. I'm hoping that you honestly don't have one. You don't need one. You don't need another life depending on you if you're not willing to take care of your own life. But stop talking about the kitten, Chantal, and actually show it. It's funny that it's a kitten and it's not meowed even once on stream. I mean, I know some cats are very, very quiet, but funny how we haven't heard the cat meow or make any noise in the background. Kittens are very, very active.
I was petting her, but she's very like, she won't move. She's like scared, you know?
Well, that's when you get to work and you pet the kitten, you interact with it, you know, like if, you know, lay down and like have the kitten lay down next to you and just pet it and just let it know, hey, I'm not a threat and I do care about you and I'm your owner. Give them a sense of security with you and they'll interact with you more.
I think she'll warm, I hope, but I think she'll warm up to me. I just have to like put a lot of work into, you know, I'll go in the room several times and let her, she doesn't even sniff my hand. She just stays still. So I just pet her head and talk calmly like, oh, sweetheart, you know, that kind of thing. So, but she's very cute and I love her already so much. So yes, that's the news with the cat. Yeah, so I ordered a bunch of things from Pennington's. Nothing exciting, mostly like really comfortable things. Because I prefer to be comfortable than fashionable these days. I don't really care. You know?
In other words, you've gotten yourself to such a size that it's hard for you to find clothes, which is normal. If you get to a certain size, it gets harder and harder and harder to find clothes that fit. You might reach a point where you need to have stuff custom made for your size.
I hope you guys like the fall scenery. I really want to go to the Gatineau Park because I'm sure the leaves look just majestic there.
That's another place that would remind her of Nads. Because she used to go there quite a bit. I mean, Gatineau, that whole town might remind her of Nads. And now she wants to go to Gatineau Park. She went there during Crackhead Olympics. You're doing everything to remind yourself of him.
That's the right word. You ever just get the urge to go to like a cozy little town with like nice leaves and get like a drink at a cafe?
Chantal, Canada is big. It's vast. But you're going to the same places you've gone to before. Why not go to a new place? A place that people have never seen. A place that doesn't remind you of someone.
I still don't know what to name the cat. I can't think of a name. I don't know. What about Her Royal Majesty? She's
okay. We're gonna scoot ahead. Okay. Is she done driving? Good.
You know. Beauty bite. Name her Mengi. Hey, Eden Sapphire. Hey, everybody. I missed Master Debater. What kind of name is that? I know, right? Worst of the internet. It's pretty cool out. Ooh. So I ordered a jacket and boots, clothes. So I'll do a haul when that comes. Lots of underwear. Thanks, Barbara. By the way, Dollar Tree. I want to go to Dollar Tree. I can't walk around.
All she's done since she's been back is do what? Shop. Buying things, not even essential things, buying all kinds of stuff. All she's done is shop. Not because she needs stuff, it's just a distraction from how bored she really is. Chantal, you're going to run out of money real quick. And then you can come back to the Beezers and say, I need money, I need money, I need money. No, you want money. You don't necessarily need money. You just want money. You want other people's money.
Around right now. I seem happier. Morning glory was starfish.
I'm sure she's very happy spending other people's money. Free money. Everybody give me free money so I can go out and buy stuff that I don't need.
Thanks, Burst of the Internet. You like the nails? They're gonna have pain in the ass already. This guy's taking a whiz in the bush. There's a bathroom right here.
Chantal, you can't judge. You've actually pooped on the side of the road. Remember? I remember. You pull the car over and literally poop on the side of the road, saying, it's so freeing. I feel so free pooping beneath the stars.
Cornwall girl. I look well rested. Oh, you're smiling? Yeah, because my bedding situation is very comfortable. Thanks, Sherry. No, I just ordered the Pennington stuff. Yell at him out the window. He's looking for something, maybe where he hid his body. Hid the body. He's coming back for it. Most serial killers do. It's the outhouse. I might have to go.
So we're back at the outhouse. So for those who were not around during Crockett Olympics, let me tell you about the outhouse. Chantal had this weird fascination for the outhouse. Those of us that are somewhat normal would say, well, what's so exciting about an outhouse? Like, what was the big deal? Well, Chantal used to go to the outhouse because that was her drop-off point for her party favors. She would meet somebody there. Yep. That was a big fascination. She got this weird fascination for bathrooms for some reason, but also it was a drop-off point. She would meet somebody there for her party favors. So I don't know if that was the purpose of this visit, but that's what she used to use it for.
Yeah, it's on my community tab, the picture of the cat. And my hair, look at it. It's so small. But isn't she cute? Her little face, like, it's a cute face. I want to go smoke shisha. Double deuce. Hey, Alham. You took a licking and kept on kicking. Can we get Starbucks? Call her outhouse, Becca. Outie! There's bodies in the lake.
Okay, Chantal, get up and do something. Talk about something interesting.
Men always end up marrying somebody that they're more culturally relatable with, so. Which lake? Did I scream? Oh yeah, in Cornwall, right? Forgot to brush my teeth today.
Ew.
Chin spanks. I friggin' need that. I'm putting the hijab back on. You know you're allowed to wear hijab even if you're not Muslim. Their cheese was made by the mafia. Yes. Hey, Pumpy. So anybody in Ontario in my neck of the woods want to be friends? I love the new place. Yeah, Opal. Christian Arab. Yeah, because they still have like traditions, family traditions. So it makes it hard, you know? And I don't want to ever just be a piece of ass like ever again in my life. Thank you. So no.
Well, Chantal, if you don't just want to be a sugar mama or a piece of tail, that means you got to put in work, serious work on yourself. You got a lot of issues, physical issues, mental issues, emotional issues. You got to put in work on fixing all of that. And you got to be the kind of woman that a man or a woman, depending on what you want to be with, would be proud to be with and say, this is my partner. I'm really proud of them. Aren't they great? What's great about you right now? Not a doggone thing. And I know that's harsh to say, but it's the truth. You're a mess. I mean, look at it from the other side. Imagine you were somebody wanting to be with someone, wanting a partner. Would you choose a partner that was jealous, insecure, control hungry, control freak, bad tempered, hot tempered, had a food issue out of control that they didn't want to fix, really bad health problems, anything could happen to them at any time, inconsiderate, rude, obnoxious, gross, unhygienic? Would you pick anybody like that to be your partner? No. Now you'd avoid that like the plague. You don't want to work on yourself? Well, then you get what you can get. That's why in the past you paid people to be your companions, because no one want to be your partner for real. And the people that want to be your partner for real, Pete's, BB, you screwed them over by screwing other people, by lying to them, and you lost BB and you lost Pete's. You had 2 chances to get it right, and you messed up. Although I think BB dodged a bullet. He really did. He was a good man. He was too good for you.
I'm too old for that. No thanks. Houdini? No, I'm on the long road.
I honestly think that Chantal's saying, I'm going to be celibate now, and I'm going to be alone because she doesn't have the income that she used to have to lure men onto a golden hook. She don't have that throwaway money no more. That a man would look at her and go, this one's a mess. This one's got a whole lot of crazy, but the money's good. I can put up with it for a while. She don't have that money no more. And she's a whole lot of trouble wrapped in a one little bag. A man will look at her and go, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. I'm out.
Don't generalize Arab men. That's true. But you know what I mean. Friend? Who, you, Pumpy? Oh, yeah. Thanks. That's a good idea. I don't know what I am anymore, religion-wise. I'm so confused. I believe in God, though. And I still say, Islamic things. Like, before I do something, always in my head, I'm always like, Bismillah, or Ya Rab, Ya Rab, Ya Rab, Ya Rab, I can't even say it. What, eggs on legs? I want to set you up with one of my cousins. Yeah, I think my heart is still tender. Well, not really. No, I'm just joking. Scapegoat. Come to Jesus. You're not Nadia? Ya Rab? Ya Rab. Which means Bismillah, right? I don't know. Steering wheel tray? Beeson is my religion. No, Pete's didn't move in. Give her a break.
That's the smartest thing that Pete could ever do, is not move in with Foodie. I know there's been talk. He said, I'll probably be moving with her, but it'd be smart of him to not move in with her right now. Just give it a month. Give it 2 months and see how things go. Let's see if she can last past 1 month. I got a feeling that her money's going to run out real quick. So if something happens to her, he's not involved. He's in a room, not dealing with the mess, but we'll see.
I miss the Arab coffee, though. There was nothing strong like it. When I get a coffee now at Starbucks or something like that, I don't even taste the coffee hardly. It's like the coffee I was drinking in Syria was like, woo! I need to get some. Did you just say Jesus is handsome? I don't even think people really know what he looks like. Try Moroccan argan oil. I need a miracle. A rehab program for what? Rice and peppers? Pumpy, right? The Shroud of Turin. But it was just like body oil outline. Hey, Ankit. Why do I look like a mix between Meg Griffin and Peter Griffin all in one right now?
You ain't wrong about that.
I have a friggin' gullet now.
What do you mean you have one now? You've always had one. You just hit it using the hijab. It's always been there.
Nespresso? Rogaine?
Okay, can we scoot ahead just a little bit, like blah? Moving on.
Everywhere. I'm not even joking. There's Arabic stores, yeah, but I don't know where. I'd have to Google it. Do you guys want to take a drive to the Gatineau Hills and then go see if there's a cafe there?
You know what I don't like about this stream, Foodie? You just got back to Canada. And the stream here right now, just where are we? 21 minutes in. Here's the vibe that I'm getting. The vibe is I'm taking a drive because I'm bored. And because I need to get out of the house and show people something besides a blank white wall behind me. Like, you made a bunch of promises to people that you would take them places, and you have to deliver at least a little bit. But there's no energy of, hey guys, I'm back in Canada. Let's go do something. I really miss Canada. There's so much to do here. Let's go do something. There's no excited energy of exploring and doing things. It's all just like, well, what do we do now? I don't know what to do. You're acting bored, and people are going to get bored with you. You're so lacking in ideas and creativity that you're resorting to taking people to places that you've been to before. But there's no purpose in going there. Like, you're sitting at an outhouse right now doing what? Talking. You can do that at home, girl. You can talk at home. Do something outside that you wouldn't do at home. That way people can put up with the home screens a little bit better. You don't do the same thing outside the home that you do inside the home. Dang it.
Make the Turkish coffee. Argan oil from Amazon. It's also $30. Oh,
Stop complaining about
at
coffee.
all, honestly. When I do think of, he got to cuddle, I just think of like maybe like the feeling of I'm not used to being alone, so I feel a bit scared.
Of course it is. When is the last time you've been alone? When is the last time you've lived alone? I've been watching you for what? So many years? Where does time go? I have never seen you live alone. It's always with somebody. You've always had somebody around. This is the first time you've been alone. That's why you don't know how to do alone well, because you've never dealt with it. You've never had it happen to you. And you're already looking at it as something negative, like being alone is a bad thing. It's actually a pretty good thing. But you're not looking to fill up your time.
Let's bees. But listen, you don't even hear it.
And of course, the mods are all like, let's bees. She's out and about, and Scapegoat is like, let's bees. Oh, you want her to go home and have a bee moment and get stoned and get high and be a mess? That's what you want to do? Scapegoat? You want her to just eat her face off and get high, the two things she does not need to do? I don't want to hear nothing from anybody over there about how bad the reaction channels are. We don't encourage her in her addictions and her bad habits, but you guys do.
The car's on. It's a hybrid car. Hey, Mike. I look so good? Well, thank you. My mom. Yeah. Charlotte would suit the cat. We need someone that lifts us up. He needs to be lifted up too.
True statement. And that's why he doesn't need to be living with you. The last time that you and Pete lived together, you were both toxically codependent on one another. You both brought out the worst in each other. You both have the same problem in reverse. You want someone to act like a daddy. He wants someone to act like a mommy. He wants to be mommied. You want to be daddied. You both want someone to take care of you versus taking care of yourselves. You guys living together reinforce each other's want of having somebody around to take care of all the responsibilities, so you both can be a bit irresponsible and not caring of yourselves. He needs to stay away from you, and you need to stay away from him. And if you had any kind of care about Pete at all, you would say to him, look, I care about you as a person. I know I'm not the best person for you to be around. So it's not a good idea for us to live together. That is the kindest thing you could do, is think of somebody else and how they are and how you affect people, and say, it just would be toxic for us to live together again. We've already done it. We've done it more than once. The last time was really bad. It wasn't good for you mentally or emotionally. It wasn't good for me mentally and emotionally. It was a disaster. So I hope that he does stay away from you.
Let's look at you. Me? More interesting than the scenery? You like the Burger King video? No, right? Squeaky, there's a lot of emotion.
Can you imagine if Pete did live with Chantal? Oh God, it would be so bad. So bad. He would not have a moment of peace. She'd be using the whole house to stream, dominating when she would go online, so he couldn't go live. The place would be a mess. She would run out of money really fast. As I understand it, he has a job and he's making money. She'd be going to him saying, I need money, constantly borrowing money from Pete. And Pete doesn't have the will to say no to her. That whole situation would bust wide open within a matter of 30 days. It would not last long. And he'd be right back where he is right now, renting a room. So the best thing for him to do is just to stay where he's at.
Emotional energy in relationships, and relationships are not just about you, like the other person either. It's about you. Like, you have to feel good about yourself, or you're always going to be like insecure. And okay, how do I get there again? Let me think. Oh yeah. Chloe, Zoe, Cassie, or Charlotte?
You know what's interesting, Foodie, is you are trying to bring back elements of Crackhead Olympics. You know, you're going to the same places, you're doing a lot of the eating, the long road drives. But here's one element that you're missing: drama, the high drama, the unpredictability. That's what kept people watching. You said you were going to come back to Canada and you had a whole lot to say, but you really haven't said a whole lot, and I don't know why. It makes me stop and think about that paper that you signed. You remember telling us about it, right? That before you left, Salah had you sign a piece of paper, and some of his relatives are around to witness it. What was that piece of paper? Was it divorce papers? Was it an NDA where you weren't allowed to talk about Salah and that's why you kept your mouth shut? What was that piece of paper? And were you able to read it? Was it in English? Was it in Arabic? I got questions. There has to be a reason why you're not talking about Salah. This is not the usual for you. Usually when a relationship is over, you trash talk the guys that you've been with. So why are you keeping your mouth shut? I got questions. But if you want those big paychecks and you're over there trying to hide all your secrets, hide all your dirt, you got two choices. Either you spill the dirt or eventually somebody else does it. Somebody's going to get to the table before you do, and whoever does, they're going to be the one to make the most money, not you.
The cat needs company. I hope she warms up and starts beezing. I want her to feel at home. It's not totally empty, the apartment. I mean, you know.
Again, I don't even know if you have the kitten, but if you just got a kitten and you've been leaving it alone for days in a cold, empty apartment, this is all I got to say to you. That is heartless, and screw you.
I gotta get, as long, you know, right now the other room is empty, so she prefers the closet in there. Oh my gosh. I told you about the best showers they have been having.
Okay, I don't care. Shut up. You're annoying me.
Oh my god, I didn't tell you guys the thing I ever.
Okay, I'm breezing past this little story about the poop in the freezer. Don't believe it. I don't believe she has a dexterity to poop in a bag without making a mess. I think this is all BS. That's just my opinion.
I don't know. Rich people jog mostly, eh? Or like well-off people. I'm not saying poor people don't jog, but you ever notice there's just like, you ever see just like an influx of joggers in like more wealthy areas, neighborhoods? I don't know if it's like, if there's a correlation, but I just noticed that. Seriously, I just saw like 3 joggers. I wonder if jogging is one of those things where, you know, when you first start jogging and it's like torturous, but then you just build momentum. Like in that movie, The Long Walk, like they're walking so long for like 300 miles. They're walking and walking to the point where they can even.
Why don't you go take a walk? Why don't you go find a park and take a walk? Let's see how far you can walk this time, Foodie. I mean, you're out and about. Why not go somewhere and take a walk? You used to drive out of your way to a park where there was no one to take a walk. Why aren't you doing that?
Even sort of sleep as they're walking. I wonder if it just becomes like automatic with the momentum.
I mean, you got no excuse. You're in Canada. It's not overly hot. You got a car, you can drive anywhere you want to go take a walk. So go walk.
At some point. I don't know. I don't know if that would ever happen to me, but I was thinking of going to Walmart and using.
Instead of doing all this shopping, why not go take some walks? Instead of getting a scooter, why not get a bariatric treadmill that you can put in the apartment and you can walk whenever you want? I would think that having a treadmill that could take your weight would be more beneficial and make more sense than a scooter, because you can walk where you want inside your house and not worry about the bad weather outside.
The scooter there, because I'm trying to think. Like, honestly, I was honestly so taken aback at how much stuff was at the Dollar Tree. So everything is $1.75 at the Dollar Tree. Canada, we don't have Family Dollar General, all that stuff. We have Dollarama and Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree, everything is $1.75 unless specified.
Chantal, stop going to the dollar stores looking to buy everything in sight. Just stop it.
The most I've seen is $2. Like the SpaghettiOs were $2, but they have like really nice like dishware, glasses, dishes that go in the microwave, like nice plates for like $1.75 each.
Yeah, so why didn't you get that stuff? You're showing these halls of decor and everything else. If you're moving into a new apartment, why wouldn't your first thought would be, I need plates, I need glasses, I need utensils, I need stuff that I need, stuff that I will have to use immediately. Why buy all this junk?
Each, when that would be like $50 on Amazon. Like, I'm gonna buy all my stuff there. They have a lot of stuff. I was like, wow, for $1.75, like. But the Dollarama used everything.
Okay, shut up.
It's so annoying for me. Like, ugh, just the sensation on my head. Like, I hate it. I don't like it. It's like not natural. I don't know. Even if it's natural hair, it's.
I would like to take a minute to apologize to my subbies. Look, I know this is a sleeper stream. I know it is. Even I'm aware of that. Lord, I knew this was coming. I knew it. I told you guys it was coming. Then when she got back to Canada, this is what she'd be giving us. Was I wrong? That she wouldn't be doing much. She wouldn't be talking about much until something happened. Maybe somebody coming forward and spilling some dirt and she freaks out. Or maybe her getting desperate enough to spill her own dirt and then she freaks out. But until then, she's just being boring Chantal.
It's like somebody else's hair. I don't know.
Like, this is painfully boring.
I don't like wigs that much. So, oh.
And this makes no sense, Chantal. Can I just say that? Doing streams like this make no sense. It is now November, okay? So October, November, December are the highest paying months of the year. You're over there needing money real bad. You are not maximizing the opportunity to make money from YouTube. You're not going for broke. You're not going gangbusters. You're not going bananas like you could, like you should, to maximize that money. I think it's because you are depending on your beezers too much to give you money. And maybe the thinking is, well, I'm not really going to try on YouTube too much, or I can definitely make money. I'm going to put all my hope into my beezers giving me money on these fundraisers and PayPal donations, and maybe I'm going to get some Foodies who toss me big money. So the definite thing where you know you can make money, let's not work on that. Let's just put all of our chips on one number, on the unknown, the unstable, the unpredictable, and just hope that it works out. So rather than reach for the security that makes sense, where there's 100% chance that you will make money there, let's just put all the hope somewhere else because it's effortless. You don't have to work. You don't have to think. You don't have to move. You're blowing it, girl. You're really blowing it. You got this month and next month to make all the money you can from YouTube, because that's when the Google AdSense is at its highest, and you are effing up bad.
I'm just gonna get I don't know, probably dye my hair. In your lip size sense.
Like you're out and about, you can babble about nothing anytime. Give us a break. Can you throw something interesting in the mix sometime? Here and there, please.
I wake up and I'm so like groggy and like cotton mouth. So I don't know. I thought I was dreaming. Like the intro is so weird for the show already. So I'm just don't know. I didn't finish it though because I fell asleep. So I was so surprised at how comfortable the floor mattress is. Like for a floor mattress, that's insane. It's so comfy. And it's only 4 inches thick, but it doesn't squish. Like it's made really well. So yeah, it's really comfortable. So, but I have a bed. My bed is coming tomorrow. So I'm getting a queen size then. Oh wow. Oh yes, the hills are gonna be nice still. Yeah.
And I agree with this tip that somebody's giving Foodie about the kitten. Gia Kitty says, trying to help the feline. You don't know how to introduce the new K into your environment. Keep your voice soft and low, not high-pitched and screaming. Right, they don't like loud noises.
Wee, moan at me. Oh. I know, there's a parking spot. Hold on a second. Sorry, I'm using your drive. Oh, look at this wraparound porch. I love these. This is like an old, that's why it's called Old Chelsea. So it's very, you know, very cute. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to hit the curb. I know it. That easy. That easy, though. I need to find a parking spot, yo.
Okay, so we're driving around. Where are we going? Where are we going? Is she shopping again? She is shopping again. So we are someplace that we don't need to be because you're grifting and you're using other people's money. So should you be shopping for stuff that you don't need? Nope. Nope. Okay, we're back. And did she leave the car? Oh boy, more fast food. Oh, and this is really bad footage. Moving on.
Poop murder weapon. I should have kept it for someone's doorstep. Or is that illegal? Yeah, probably. Is this illegal? It feels illegal.
Leaving.
Wait. Is it open?
There's a hill right there, Foodie. Why don't you go walk up that hill?
Doesn't look open. Tins in Toronto? Mention Pennington. Who's gonna buy me something?
They already bought you something. Ever since you got back, everything you bought with other people's money. You need to stop all that asking for other people's money. That's not a sustainable system. The holidays are coming up and people can't afford to give you money anymore, Foodie.
Sounds like a family name. Maybe the founder. Sir Pennington the Third. It's like some guy was like sitting there one day. Hey Naomi, no. My wife is getting fat. I must invent some clothing for her liking. Patient. Deliberating.
Okay, you know what? I'm making an executive decision. This was a boring stream. I ain't gonna lie. Even I know that. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. This is what it is. You hear? I even know it's boring. So since it's boring, we're gonna cut this off. Neo Tarot did her tarot reading on Foodie, which is a lot more interesting, and I'm just gonna cut it off here and then post this to YouTube and then go react to Neo. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.